Hi everyone, welcome to this golf video today. Absolutely buzzing to welcome David Lynch, business owner, entrepreneur. David sold his business in 2020 and I'm really looking forward to asking him some questions around how he built, scaled and sold his company. And he's got some amazing experience, so I'm really looking forward to asking him some questions and playing some golf. David, what handicap are you off?
18,
so it should be a good match.
scratch.
We're here at Whitburn Golf Club. It's very windy today, so I don't know if that will hinder or help my golf because I'm a bit left and right, as you might have seen in the last video, so I might find some fairways today. But yeah, really looking forward to this, and I hope you get some value and some insights and some entertainment as well. So yeah, look forward to it.
You won a competition yesterday, is that right?
Yeah, I thought you might get that in right at the start, just to let everybody know. I did, first time in 7 years, I won my university golf society Stableford event yesterday.
Amazing.
42 points, so we'll keep that.
You're on form, 42 points.
42 points. So you'll be pleased to know, Simon, those golf lessons are paying off. Famous last words. Wind is massively into, if you can't see that on the camera. Oh, geez.
Oh, wind's got it.
We like to stick to the tradition of straight out the car, no warm up, straight on the first tee, no messing around. Oh, nice. 18. Oh, I've let him off with that one, haven't I?
18. First shot.
Nice, mate, good shot. I've got a 5-iron. I don't know if it's enough, but I'm going to have to get a hold of it.
Good strike.
Oh, I'll take that.
I didn't see it land.
I'll take that. I think it's definitely up there. Oh, I'd be disappointed if I didn't.
Straight, wasn't it, yours?
Make that. Yeah, I'll just drop one up here. Oh, it's a shame. I thought I got hold of that. Oh, great shot. Oh, it's got a bit of help on the way as well. Oh, well in.
Yeah.
Nice par there, David. That's a tough hole.
Cheers. I didn't used to get that very often.
Yeah, no, that's a great par. Wind is howling today, so yeah, that was a tough first hole into wind. What do you reckon it is today, miles per hour wise?
Oh, I think it's about 20.
Got to be 20, 25, isn't it, at least? So when did you set the business up then, David?
I set the business up in 2009.
Cool.
And sold 2020, so 11 years.
Nice.
And one of the little fun stats is started in the recession and sold in the pandemic. So, like,
that's amazing. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And it was healthcare, right? What did the business?
It was
Lynch Healthcare.
Yeah.
What did the business do?
Yeah, it was very engineering based. So we used to supply, install, maintain patient handling equipment. So it was all like equipment for people to basically get lifted by the carers instead of them doing manual work. So yeah, started from my spare bedroom. Yeah, borrowed some money and off I went.
Oh, amazing. And how did you mentioned borrow money, how did you actually finance?
Yeah, I worked with a guy to do like business plan and stuff like that because I had no experience of business. And we reckon we needed 50k to start. And the RBS bank said they would match fund us. I think they said 35 and we'd have to put 25 in. So I think I borrowed 10 grand from my brother because I didn't have a penny to my name, or 15 grand from my brother. And there's a guy down south, went to a dinner party and I was telling him about starting a business. And it's a great story. He literally said, he'd had a few red wines, but he went, well, how much do you need? I was like, about 10 grand. So the next day he rang us up and went, I'm going to send you a check in the post to get you going. And he said, all I want you to do is do it for somebody else one day. So
no way, that's amazing.
Paid him back about a year, give him a bit of interest, and we'll still keep in touch. He's a West Ham fan.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So not all West Ham fans are, or whatever. But if you don't mind me asking, like when did you guys start to make a profit, and when were you like, actually, we've got a business here? Well,
to be honest, pretty much straight away because it was just me from my spare bedroom, and in our first week, I got a call from an old customer. And he ran a day centre. I had a load of kit in, and he said, we've had a flood, a lot of the equipment's damaged. Can you come down and send us a price? So I went down, priced it up, got the order and off I went. So that was about 50 grand order within my first few weeks. So
Wow.
yeah, and sort of went on. I think we did about 500k our first year.
Brilliant.
And then we smashed the £1 million mark in year 2.
Oh wow. When you got that first order, where do you go to get the equipment or something?
Yeah.
Did you import that in, or how did that work?
Well, that was one of the biggest challenges, because as a startup, nobody wanted to, no one wanted to supply you. Everybody were on like no credit terms. So that was a challenge, trying to convince people that we were going to do a good job.
Oh, it's amazing. So it shows you it can be done.
Yeah.
As you hear in so many cases, bedroom, building business, scaling and selling.
Yeah.
Did you always want to sell the business? Did you always have that in the back of your mind?
Honestly, on day one, I set the company up. I was 29, and I said, by the time I was 40, I want to sell.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what that looked like or how I was going to achieve that, but that was my aim. And I think I was telling you, wasn't I, on the phone, I missed out by 30 days.
Yeah.
So not bad really, but yeah,
that's all
yeah,
awesome.
sold out, and I just turned 41 by a month. So
Wow. What club are you going with, David? Is that hybrid?
yeah, it's a 4. I don't have many golf clubs. I don't have an iron less than a 7 iron.
Oh really?
I just like, so yeah.
Use the hybrid for.
Yeah. Oh, that's gone.
Is that in the trees or is that all right?
Good strike again, but the wind's got it.
Yeah, it must have been a bit cutty as well.
Yeah,
just
you're
over the
fine
bunker,
there.
not too bad. So how big, David, was the business when you sold it in the end?
I think we had about 25 staff, and we were manufacturing the products as well. That's another thing. We started out just supplying, installing, and then we were manufacturing in the end. So we were making the slings, which is like a textile-based product.
Was it a conscious decision to go? Was it a kind of a thing from going from kind of importing and exporting or distributing kind of other people's products? Is that from a margin perspective, actually more margin in it, or is it a kind of you thought actually we can make this product a bit better ourselves? Or both?
I would say mainly the market. We did try and make the product better, but we had contracts. So we built up contracts with like the NHS. So we had the business there, and obviously we just needed to then make the margin better.
Yeah.
Oh, duffed it.
That one was for the camera, we'll just say.
Yeah, because otherwise you cause a bandit if I'm parring everywhere.
God, the wind's grabbed it, I think. Oh, lovely shot.
Ah, big toe.
Lovely shot. So when you set the business up, David, you didn't have any kind of business experience. Did you have a mentor or anything?
Yeah, I got various mentors along the way.
Did you? How did you go about finding them?
I joined something called the Entrepreneurs Forum.
Okay.
Which is for Northeast entrepreneurs, and that was brilliant. Whatever like challenge you had, whatever you were doing, whether you were trying to raise finance, whether you tried to grow your marketing, they try and like buddy you up with somebody that you basically can learn from. So yeah, having the mentor was like massive for me, because I had to literally learn everything. Like, never interviewed a staff member before. I'd never heard of really HR before.
Yeah.
It was literally like
amazing.
from the start.
Yeah, amazing. Lost it in the sun.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
all right. Take that. It's rolled. You can have that one, David. So you're in for 4.
No, I'm down for 5. I'm down for 5.
Are you down for 5, are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you.
Because I had a bit of
a duffer, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice try. Take that away.
In for 4.
Yeah.
All square.
All square.
All square in the match.
The amount of times I thought, right, I'm giving up. I'm just going to get a job.
Yeah.
But there's something in you as an entrepreneur, like you just.
How did you stay motivated?
You just wake up the next day and you go, no, I'm not going to be beaten.
Yeah, you keep going.
And you keep going, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. It takes a lot of character, and you've either got that or you haven't.
Yeah.
And
the resilience, I suppose.
Yeah, just if you want to achieve something, it's just about keep going and keep working hard. And because I had to leave my job, which was a decent, fairly well-paid job, and we had a mortgage and everything like that, and everybody was saying you're crazy, what you're doing. But I kind of knew, like, I have got a philosophy is you get one chance at this life and you just go for it.
Yeah. What advice would you give to any people that are thinking about going into business, or or any students that just want to be inspired?
I think it's just a case of getting started,
Yeah.
going for it. I speak to a lot of people now. I do a little bit of mentoring, and you can tell the people who just get started and then work through it,
Yeah.
rather than spending loads and loads of time wanting to be perfect or putting barriers in the way.
Yeah. It's funny, on our last video, this also came up, and there's a guy in our industry who's got a saying that version 1 is better than version none.
Yeah.
It's so true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, once you've got a version, you can adapt it in many different ways, but until you've got a version, you can't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, just get started.
Cool, right, let's give this a rip then, with the winds this time, so that's
Yeah.
quite nice. Oh, he's topped one down there. God, the one driver I was getting really excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah, cracking shot.
Oh, it's fluffed it again.
50 degree here, try and land this front of the green.
Shot.
Not too much, not too bad.
Oh.
I'll take it away, so you're in for 5.
Yeah.
So I've got this for the half.
Yeah.
I didn't play it
that
wide enough.
That just totally
It dived round, didn't it?
didn't it?
So David Lynch is 1 up.
1 up.
1 up.
Ah,
Just in the
bunker.
bunker.
That looks good, that, mate.
Oh, well out. Well out. What do you make of Europe's chances then on for the Ryder Cup?
Yeah, I think we can do it. A few of my mates are going over. I've never really done an event like that before.
Yeah, I've got it on the bucket list to do one. In 2027, it's in Ireland.
Is there?
Might go over for that. Oh, he's in. He's in for a par. Puts the pressure on. Turn.
Oh, lucky. Hit away.
Lynch 2 up. Yeah, nice strike, David.
Great strike.
It's...
Yeah, well played. Good line in that.
When you got to the point, David, in when you're running the business, and you thought, right, I want to start the process, walk me through a little bit how that went. How do you start?
Yeah. In terms of selling,
In terms of selling, yeah.
I think we started about 3 years before knowing
really?
that we had to put the systems and processes in place. Got a operations / finance director in, brought a few more senior staff in to create a bit of a management team, because we knew the business couldn't be all about me. So they came in, and yeah, I focused a lot on winning more contracts, because I knew ultimately that's what a company would be buying. I was aiming for a trade sale, so one of the big boys coming in and buying us out. So we won a lot of contracts and took a lot of contracts off the big boys.
Oh, really?
So we were on their radar.
So did you use a broker or an agent, or did you do it yourself?
No, we were getting the approaches. So I just dealt with it all myself. But again, it was a good learning curve.
Yeah.
Because I'd never experienced anything like that before.
Oh, okay, so the approaches were coming in before you went to market?
Yeah. We had a few approaches, like maybe 3 or 4 over that 3-year period.
Yeah. And did you have anyone advising you during that process?
Like,
how did you know, hear of you hear of kind of deals that go right, but you also hear kind of deals that go sour, and you hear kind of some horrible things where people play like kind of little kind of tricks and things that you might not have been aware of. Did you have someone advising you during the process?
Yeah, we had a good corporate finance advisor, and we had to do a lot of like projections and stuff like that. We had to get it ready and packaged up. But he's just like a good guy that went out of his way to help.
Do you mind saying who that was?
Yeah, it was a guy called Mark Irving.
Okay.
I think he still does a little bit for himself now, but I think he's semi-retired. The only bad thing about him is a Newcastle fan.
And obviously you're on the other side.
Yeah, I'm
you're
red and white, he's black and white, yeah.
On the sales side, when you sold your business, was there anything that you do differently now, if you could go back?
It all went really well.
Oh, good.
Knowing what I know now about buying companies and how you can structure deals, I didn't realise how good of a deal I got at the time in terms of I didn't have to work for them for like a year or two. I had like a 12 months consultancy agreement.
Right. Oh wow. So
But
there was no kind of earnouts or no kind of
no,
targets
they
to
were
hit or
happy for
anything
me.
like
That was a big thing. I wanted to leave on day one, and they were happy with that. The business, to be fair, we got the business into a position where it could be done on day one, where it didn't really need me, and that's the key, I think.
That's a great bit of advice for people
Yeah.
who are thinking about
Yeah.
or one day want to sell their business.
Yeah,
Is to begin to work yourself out of the business
Yeah.
for potential acquirers, so it doesn't rely solely on
absolutely.
you.
There's a lot to think about in the build-up, and I don't think people realise how much is involved in getting your business exit ready, and that's some of the work I do now with people and help them prepare.
Right, so let's go and hit these second shots. When you sold your business, David, how are businesses in that industry valued? Are they valued on EBITDA?
Yeah, a multiple, and that's what we use. I mean, you can argue loads of different ways of valuing a business, but predominantly
Tends to be EBITDA.
you're looking at a
Some
multiple.
industries are different.
And for small businesses, you generally look between a 3 and a 5 multiple.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still got a tricky shot in.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, fluffed it.
Jason Duffner. Take 2.
Yeah, good shot. Oh, far too hard.
Bullet.
Oh,
I think it's just you again.
yeah. Hate this green.
Oh, in she goes. So you're in for a
6.
6. It's going to go left edge. Wide. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh no. No, how have I won that hole?
Lynch 3 up.
3 up.
Lynch 3 up with.
Shouldn't have won that one.
Oh yeah, I messed that one up a little bit, didn't I?
1.
But there you
2.
go. Story of my golf life.
Yeah, 4 to play.
Yeah, 4 to play. 3 up, 4 to play. Yeah, great shot. He's in the rhythm now.
Happy with that.
Now he's in the mood. Oh, it's a bit right.
Here now.
Wind massively into again. As you can probably tell, my hair is all over the place. 85 yards, I've got a 50, which I normally hit about 115 yards. And I don't even know if this is going to be enough. No. Short. Oh, I've duffed another one. Oh, great shot. So we're both here for 4, right?
Yeah.
I need this in, really.
Ah, good
wide.
putt. Unlucky takeaway.
So I'm in for a 6. So this is for a 5 and the match, I think. 'Cause that'd be
I think
4
so.
up with 3 to play. Normally I can take people down the 9th at least, but... And he's in. Lynch wins 4 and 3. Well done, buddy. Well done. Good golf. You done
Yeah.
well there. And it was such tricky conditions. I feel like I gave away the last hole. Gave that one away, really. 4 and 3 on 9-hole match play. Cockers has been absolutely dealt with by David Lynch. So, David, talk to me about what you're up to now, and you've already mentioned some of the kind of M&A stuff that you're doing, and now you're on the buying side.
Yeah, so there's the business buying side. Then the second thing is the con club.
Yeah.
So the journey that I went through, from starting to growing to scaling to selling, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that are in that cycle somewhere. And I started to do some one-to-one consultancy. I still do a little bit, but I realised I'm not going to reach that many people. So we created the Con Club, which is basically a digital platform, a digital community for entrepreneurs to join. No matter what stage they're at of that journey, we feel as though we've designed the app in a way that's it covers all the different components that you need to be able to go through that journey.
Right.
Whatever stage you're at. That's the first type of membership. Second type of membership is when you've sold a company or maybe you're not as involved in the company day to day. Like I can't call them owner managers, where they're the owner of the business but the manager in the business. If you're not an owner manager and you've got a good staff in place, then we've got like a second tier membership, which is all to do with investing. You might want to learn the M&A side. We've got crypto in there, we've got property, all the things, and that is just a case of surrounding yourself with like-minded people.
So it's really about building that network of people that have been there, that have done it, and for people to learn from ultimately.
Yeah, and then those people can also help the tier one people that are in there. They can mentor from the con club. They can just support them. So I think it's a really sort of good opportunity for people to get in and be around people that have been there and done it.
Yeah. And now the con club all runs digitally, does it?
Yeah, it's all via the app.
Amazing.
Currently it's a monthly subscription. We're just playing around with what's going to be best going forward, but at the moment it's a monthly subscription.
Oh, cool.
Drifting a little bit.
Oh, cockers.
The wind's got it again.
Con club sounds really cool, David. Especially like running it kind of all through the app. I've not heard of that before.
Yeah, memberships are probably a little bit lower than where we're expecting to be at this time, but it's kind of like a project that's there.
Yeah.
And we'll probably not break even with this for a couple of years, so it's there, it's available. And I think it's just a case of once it gets built and the community gets going. But once you're in there, you've got to participate. We've got like 3 or 4 in there now that are really active. I think we've got like 35 members.
Wow.
And we only launched it like 2.5 months ago. But you've got like a small that are really active and they're really getting the benefit from it.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that are in there and don't really engage that much. It's like anything. If you're going to do it, you've got to kind of do it and get the benefit.
Right, so I've already lost the match. So now we're playing for a bit of fun and a bit of practice. Oh, good shot. You can have that. Is that par?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was nice. Well done, mate. Shame I couldn't make it more competitive. There we go. Are there any books or podcasts that you've read over the last kind of 10 years, David, that you'd recommend to people?
Like from a mindset point of view, have you heard of The Secret?
Yeah.
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 I love The Secret.
Changed my life. Yeah, I read that. I read that in 2017, and you use it as my Bible.
Yeah.
Great book.
It's amazing. It's like, it seems so like cheesy and far-fetched, doesn't it, when you first started? But it's all to do with like positive mindset and affirmations and, you know, painting the picture of what you want.
Manifestation and stuff.
Manifestation, yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, if you can still hear us with the wind, it's all based on the law of attraction.
Yeah.
And is it like attracts like, they say?
Yeah.
Like attracts like, and ultimately what you think about and where you kind of see yourself in the future are the things that you kind of naturally then begin to manifest yourself in your real life.
Yeah, definitely.
And
then there's like from a personal brand perspective, Daniel Priestley. Have you heard of Daniel Priestley?
I've heard of him. Yeah, I've not read any of his books though.
He has one called Key Person of Influence.
That's it. Yeah, I've heard of that book.
And that is really good. I read that when I was just in Dubai. Productivity. I'm writing to me like productivity and how you can get most out of your time. But I actually wrote we called it a playbook, but it's about a 35-page playbook on productivity.
Yeah.
So I wrote that recently, and that's available for download on our website.
Oh, is it really? What's the website?
On the Con Club website.
Yeah. What is the website?
Conclubapp.com.
Okay, great.
But yeah, that and Alex Hormozi, have you heard of him?
Yeah.
So if it's to do with sales or generating leads, he's like amazing. He's my hero when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, he's is it acquisitions.com he runs?
Yeah.
Any podcasts?
He runs a good one.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Matt Haycox, very real about business, and he comes from like a finance background.
Okay.
That one's good.
I'll get you to send me these, and I'll post them on the on social media or whatever, so people can download them.
Oh, shot. Yeah.
Shot.
Nope, haven't hit it.
When you're doing due diligence on businesses, David,
Yeah,
what does that look like?
quite a process. We've got like a model now built to look at the sales side, the revenue side, what that's made of, contracts, predictable revenue, ongoing revenue. Then all of the kind of, all the usual HMRC stuff,
Yeah.
operations, what systems and processes, the
Yeah.
people. We run like a data room where they upload all their stuff to the data room. There's a load of questions, probably 50 odd questions.
Really?
And then if we need to, we do like a site visit as well.
Right. What are some of the questions? I know it's quite a lot.
Well, what are your sales made up of? How much is contracted? How much is not? What's the kind of percentage with each customer?
Right.
Just looking for like companies that have got maybe just a heavy reliance on one or two customers, and if that goes, then
What's the
that
impact
might
of
be
it?
worth a couple of £1 million a year. On a business that's turnover 5 or 6, it's quite a big
Yeah.
change. So yeah, I'm not an expert in that area, but we have our document, and the guy basically works with me, and James, who does the finance, helps a little bit with that side as well.
Okay. Are you able to say what the total deal value size is of all the deals you've done? Are you able to say that?
Yeah, well,
Sorry, I should have said I was taking
Oh,
a shot.
no.
I was feeling good over
good
that
shot. The ones I was doing with Paul were like a minimum of 5 million revenue, all the way up to. So I wasn't directly involved in this one, but they were doing the deal. It's a 50 million revenue company in the food industry. So they used to do like fresh tomatoes and salads and fruit.
Yeah.
And Paul acquired that. And then what he does is he buys around that. So they've now got a transport company to deliver all of the fruit and veg. So he sort of builds it like that. And then the aim is to sell between 3 to 5 years.
Cool. And in terms of if there's anybody watching that might be interested in kind of like having a chat with you, where can they find you?
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
I'm on there most days. I really like LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
Or they can kind of reach out.
Business opportunities, or anyone kind of interested in talking about M&A or selling?
Yeah,
or...
yeah. We haven't bought our putters, so let's just chip them in, eh?
Sounds good to me. I'll probably have a better result, to be honest. Oh, maybe not.
No. He has.
He has as well. Hey! In she goes. Right, can I replicate it? Come on, cookers.
He has. Oh! What a finish.
It was cool, David. Thanks so much for your time today.
No problem.
Really appreciate
Enjoyed
it.
that.
Really enjoyed it. Thanks so much for sharing a bit about your background, your experience in starting up, building and selling your business. It's such an inspiring story. So
Yeah, thank you.
thanks so much. And the match in the end, what was the score? 4-3.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I got battered today.
So let's see how long I can hold this title.
Yeah. So just thanks again, buddy. Good to see you.
Cheers.
Cheers, David.
Thanks.
Thanks. Cheers, guys. Thanks.